Ezra Miller's not going anywhere as the Flash, and if you're anything like me, that's gonna get your blood boiling to no limit. James Gunn recently came out saying that if Ezra Miller sticks on the track that he's been going on recently of showing positive reinforcement, positive change, and not relapsing into the old bad habits, which, if you haven't heard about him, here they are, that he doesn't see any problem with keeping Ezra Miller as the Flash moving forward in the DCU. Now, James Gunn is no stranger to second chances, as Marvel has given him one recently, since James Gunn was cancelled for some pretty unsavory tweets and jokes. But here's the thing. There is a massive difference between making some really dumb, bad jokes online through Twitter and endangering and grooming children. And if Ezra Miller really is going through therapy and really is trying to make a change, good for him. But we don't need a superhero on screen being glorified for the world to be an example for people to try to strive to be, who's beating women, abducting children, breaking into their neighbors' houses and stealing alcohol in the middle of the night, breaking into people's rooms and stealing their passports, and getting into bar fights and throwing chairs at women. And look, I'm all for second chances as well, but like I said earlier, there's a difference between saying something that's really dumb that you shouldn't have said and doing some of the most despicable damage to humans on the face of the earth. But what do you think about this? Personally, I think they need to let Ezra go. Do you think Ezra should be let go? Do you think they should change the Flash moving forward? And I completely understand that James Gunn has said that the Flash film is incredible, and by all accounts, apparently it's one of the best DC movies ever made. And I do know that it's going to be impossible to recast and keep that film, considering Ezra Miller is playing not only our Barry Allen, the Barry Allen of an alternate Earth in the film, as well as, spoilers, apparently he's playing Dark Flash in this as well. So not only is he the main character, the secondary character, and the villain. So you could just throw the idea of that film getting recast and continue to be put out, throw it right out the door. They've sunk way too much into that film, and they've even said they're going to use that film as a reboot moving forward for the DC universe. So that's coming out. There's nothing we can do about it. But moving forward, that's where we need some change. And if it is true that this film is as good as they say it is, to me personally, that does not get rid of anything that Ezra Miller has done in the past. And the fact that children were involved, that is what really sets it apart for me. That makes it inexcusable. And no matter what he does moving forward, doing any kind of therapy or community outreach, that will never change it for me. And for that, I can never support The Flash, and I can never support DC if they continue moving forward with Ezra Miller as The Flash. That has nothing to do with any of the creators, filmmakers, or set designers, or any of the administrative staff who actually work on DC or work on the film. The sole person responsible for all of my frustration is Ezra Miller. And hiding away, trying to stay out of the spotlight while all this is going on, is just making it worse. And the fact that top brass at DC like James Gunn are refusing to really go into this is even more telling. Especially when he recently said, I don't know about all of the Ezra stuff. That was ridiculous. Of course he does. He is the head of DC Studios Creative. He would have to know what's going on with one of the most talked about stars in his upcoming films. And I understand, being the figurehead of this company, he's going to want to try to save face as much as possible. But come on, man, we all know what's going on here. So yeah, to me, I think they need to get rid of The Flash. At this point, they've already canceled Batgirl, they've already canceled multiple films, Zaslav has come in, his axe has swung. Most of the DC films that they were supposed to be coming out with are already gone, they're already rebooting the universe. Why? Why continue? And especially, why keep Ezra going forward? But enough from me. What do you think about this? Do you think Ezra should still continue if he is really moving forward with therapy and showing positive change? Or do you think, like me, the damage is done and there's no moving forward with this actor in this role? Should they recast? If they should, who should they put in instead? Comment down below and let me know. If you enjoy DC content as well as Marvel, video games, and anime, go ahead and leave a like on the video, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe.